first guest joining us in studio, Kenneth Sims Jr. in the building, man. Appreciate you taking the time out
early
to
morning.
Join us early morning.
Early morning.
You know, this is the Breakfast Club of Boxing, though, man. I know you've been seeing the clips, man. We've been having this thing popping. It's about to get fire in here now because I'm Dominican, and you hurt my feelings, man.
I've been getting that a lot this week, actually.
Oh, okay.
Somebody at the gym, I guess Edgar's his barber.
Okay.
He been calling people like
Edgar Belanga's barber. Okay.
Yeah, he been calling people like, yo, look who this is.
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, my boy was on a tear. He was knocking people out, you know. And you know, I watched your fight. I think, wait, I don't want to mess up here, but didn't you give... I know you got a draw on your record, right?
Yeah.
I seen it. It was on Showbox. I don't want to say Montana Love.
Yeah,
okay, what?
Love.
But you really won that fight.
Yeah.
I watched that fight. He really won that fight. It's crazy to see this full circle now. You know, you beat this up and coming Dominican that everybody was high on, and obviously he bounced back, still showing that he has power. So it just makes your win even better. Montana Love is doing what he's doing, so it makes that draw, controversial draw, even better. How are you feeling, man?
I mean, I feel good. I've been grinding myself. Like, I feel good. I fought on Christmas. Fought another dude that was undefeated. That was crazy though, cause that fight. So I was supposed to fight at like 142, 143 or something. Supposed to fight this dude Kareem Martin, but he tested positive for COVID the day of the weigh-in. So they called me that morning.
They didn't have no replacement.
Nah, they was trying to find one. They called me at like 9 a.m. in the morning, like, you ain't fighting. So it's my birthday too, matter of fact, by the way.
In a situation like that, do you still get your check?
I don't know. We ain't get to that point. I was gonna get something. I wasn't gonna get the full like purse, but
damn, after you put in camp,
yeah, it was. So that's why I ended up fighting, because it was my birthday, missing my baby's first Christmas. So they called me back like 20 minutes before the weigh-in started. Like, it's this dude. He 8-0, but it'll be at 147. You want to fight? I'm like, shit. I don't care. I done missed Christmas. I'm trying to fight. I was been in camp for 6 weeks. So what's up? So I fought at 147 for that fight. And then everybody was like commenting, thinking I moved up. I'm like, nah, I'm still at 140. I'm trying to get up there at the top at 140.
Who you looking at 140? These belts about to go. First of all, let's talk about those belts. Who do you feel won the undisputed fight last Saturday?
Between Taylor and Catterall.
I watched it. I didn't think it was like an outrage, like a robbery, like everybody's saying. I felt like Catterall was winning at first. Then after the knockdown, I don't feel like he did nothing. Like, I feel like, I mean, Josh Taylor ain't really do too much either. But Josh Taylor was just being aggressive and coming forward, throwing punches. And then after the knockdown, Catterall got like complacent. He was just like chilling, like, I got it. All right.
For a while, I thought Josh might just be too big for people. And then I see this little dude looking like a mini version of John Ryder. Am I right? I guess you ain't familiar with John Ryder?
I know John Ryder.
He looked like a little version of John Ryder, and he was just catching.
Yeah, that didn't look like the same Josh Taylor.
Exactly.
That been winning them fights. It ain't look like the same one.
Obviously, when you beat Elvis, that was on the undercard of Taylor and Ramirez, and if it weren't for the two knockdowns that Josh got, that fight would have been a draw. That fight would have been a draw. Do you feel like he was really what everybody made it out to be? Or do you just feel like he's just been fighting like those top guys? Obviously, he went to the World Boxing Super Series, you know, fought Regis.
It was the Regis win for me.
Yeah.
That's solidified. I couldn't like lie. Like, he beat Regis cleanly, man. So Regis was a good fighter. You know, you got to give him his credit for that.
Yeah, I think it's Josh Taylor. Or maybe he just had an off night last week, but because he didn't beat the people he didn't beat. I mean,
the top.
Like, if you see, I don't remember it exactly, but they showed like the record of his last like 5 opponents, like one loss.
Yeah, it was like 136 wins or something.
Yeah, and one loss. So like, he real. He might have had an off night. Maybe the weight, I don't know, because he is big for 140. So maybe the weight messing with him now. But
what do you feel about him saying, "I'll give Catterall the rematch, but it won't be for the belts, and it'll be like at 143, 144"?
I thought you said welterweight. So
Yeah, he said 147.
No, that's now. That's the most recent quote. But at first, it was like at a catchweight.
Oh.
yeah, I never saw that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think that make no sense.
If you were Catterall, would you even take a situation like that? Would you do it just to show the world, like, look, I beat him? Or would you walk away from it because the belts are not on the line, the money's not the same?
Yeah, I don't think it didn't make sense for Catterall because he's staying at 140 and the belt's about to be vacant and he should still be like number one in one of those. So he about to get the chance to get at least one of those belts.
They definitely made him number one in the ESPN divisional rankings, but WBA did not make him number one. They did not make him a mandatory, and instead it's the Dominican.
Puyo. I
Puyo.
spar him a lot.
Puyo, yeah.
I be sparring with him out here.
Damn,
Just so you get some sparring.
I was about to say that with
I spar with anybody.
Yeah, just so you get some working with Miguel Berchelt. Obviously, he'll be fighting at the end of the month right here in
when
Las
was
Vegas.
that?
I sparred with him Saturday, I sparred with him Monday, and I sparred with him yesterday.
Oh, so you was there when he sparred Devin?
Yeah, I was there.
So you sparred Devin too?
Nah.
Oh, never?
Nah.
Why?
I mean, he was a little kid, because he was on him and Shakur on the like junior team.
Yeah.
When I was on the men's USA team, so we like play around, but we ain't never like.
But now, why don't you? Like, he's big.
I mean, I love to spar. I'll spar anybody. I love to spar Devin.
But how y'all in the same gym sparring the same dude?
Both of us was just helping Berchelt out because he wanted some like.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to get with Bill.
height.
Let me get a screen share to show the world Miguel Berchelt and how big you look next to him. Damn, I thought Devin looked big.
Oh yeah, nah, I was.
No, I got to pull up Devin's too because I thought Devin looked big, but then I was looking at his waist protector, and his waist protector was only a few inches above Berchelt's. But you're way bigger than Berchelt.
Yeah, he.
What was that work like for you? I mean, obviously you didn't spar them all, but what was that work like for you, Berchelt? And we was just saying how he was the big favorite going into the Valdez fight.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
I thought he was gonna win that fight too.
I did too. I feel like we all did.
I don't know if I felt he was going to win. I just felt he was the favorite. I felt like Valdez, up until then, he had been the A side. He had been put in situations to win by Top Rank. This was the first time where I felt like he had some resistance.
Yeah, when I seen Valdez fight before that, I didn't really see that he was able to box a little bit.
Let me get a screen share again, Trav, just to show the difference here. So this is Devin sparring the same guy in Miguel Berchelt, who we're obviously talking about had that loss to Oscar Valdez, trying to bounce back. So you see, this you look way taller.
I'm a little taller than Devin.
You feel like you taller than most 140 pounders?
I be feeling like that until like I don't know. Like
I mean,
are you taller than Josh?
I was about to say that.
Nah. He like an inch taller than me.
I was gonna say I know
he
looks huge.
He was in the gym out here. He a little taller
Wait,
than me.
don't tell me you was in the gym that day that him and Crawford was in the gym.
Yeah. I was there.
When they hugged and they got side by side.
The day before Bud fought.
Yeah,
I was there.
So those pictures make it seem like he was way bigger than Crawford. Even the video, is that wrong? You was there. Do they look about the same?
Like Bud was working out, so he had I left before like they started like talking and stuff. I had left, but and I don't think Bud like more like kind of stocky. Taylor just taller than him. That's all.
So you ain't asked Bud for no work?
I spar Bud all the time.
Oh, you've sparred him all the time?
Yeah.
In
that's
the Top Rank gym?
Nah, not at the Top Rank.
Oh, you go out there, it's Omaha.
Nah, in Colorado.
Okay.
That's my boy though. Like when he come to Chicago, he'll text me like he there, and I mess with him like, yo, come spar with me sometimes. And if he got that stuff, he'll come spar.
Bad.
Like that's my boy.
Up.
Like we spar all the time. I talk to him all the time. We spar all the time. That's my guy.
Gotta ask. Obviously, coming out to Vegas for camp, getting a lot of great work in, and obviously, like it's Vegas. Everybody come to Vegas. Shakur out here. I know you out here. You got Chris Williams from Chicago out here with you.
Yeah, I was gonna bring him with me, but he ain't wake up.
Yeah, it's funny because I was gonna tell you to bring him too. I was gonna tell you to bring Chris. Just talk to us about being able to get all these different looks, all this different type of work. With some of the best at that.
I think that got a lot to do with how I've been looking lately at my fights and stuff. Like in Chicago at home, respect to everybody, but I feel like I'm the best in Chicago, so it ain't really no like.
Yo, this must be a Chicago thing. Last time we had a Chicago guest, they were saying they was the best.
To be fair though, it was Jessica and Rick. So you know what I'm saying? Different genders.
That's different. That's different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
No, I'm just saying it's a Chicago thing.
Yeah,
though.
but
Everybody thinks they're the best.
I feel like let me shut up. I feel like I'm the best in Chicago, right? I mean, I feel like most people think that too. But in Chicago, if I'm sparring, for the most part, if I want to get the best of it, I'm gonna get the best of it. Sparring with everybody else, like Shakur, Bud, all them, like, you never know what's gonna happen, who gonna get the best. Like,
right.
I said this the other day, like, if I'm sparring with them, you gotta make adjustments, just like a fight. Next time we spar, they gonna be the made an adjustment, so you gotta make one right there. So that's helping me get ready for the fights. Like, that's helping me get clicking.
Who would you say has given you the hardest sparring?
Oh, those two I just said, but Shakur, just like thinking,
right?
Because that's one of my things. Like early on, when I took them 2 losses, early on, that's just because I was like, I ain't usually, like in sparring, I think like I'm really smart. Like I know, like boxing, I know like boxing. Like I know what I'm supposed to do, when I'm supposed to do it. And early on, I'd be just in there fighting, not using my mind. But now, I got back to that, and that's really like how I feel like I'm getting back to where I'm supposed to be, just because I think when I'm in there.
Right, I got you. Well, what's up, man? I mean, I saw you fight on Christmas. Took a little vacation to Hawaii. Back in the gym, back in Vegas, back training. Do you have a date, a potential a guy? Saw something recently. Calling out, or maybe an Arnold Barboza fight, something like that.
Wow, y'all chasing the same guy, you and Tio?
I don't know if Tio chasing him. I feel like Arnold want him.
I mean, I know Punch is like cool with Tio, so I mean he's been reporting a lot of that Arnold Barboza.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like if they really was gonna fight, it would have been
announced.
It'd be easier than what it's doing. I don't know what Tio got going on.
Are you officially with Top Rank?
Nah.
Free agent.
Yeah, I ain't with Top Rank. I go on both because I fought on PBC on Christmas, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm trying to fight Arnold. I want to fight him. I think I'll win. The way his style, I watched him fight. I think I got that. But,
and isn't Arnold with Top Rank?
Yeah, I want that fight because they called me about it.
And so they offered it to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
They offered it to me twice.
That's crazy.
So you accept it.
Yeah.
You should be happy though, because they know you just messed up their plans with another undefeated prospect.
And they cut him. Let's not forget that.
At the point with Barboza, he's not a prospect no more.
No, I hear you, but they know what you are though.
Yeah, that's what I want.
It could upset their plans, so that's pretty I like that.
What do you at this point, right? At this point, given that you are a free agent, what about have you ever spoke to Eddie Hearn or those people over there at Matchroom now that they do have Montana Love? And
nah, we ain't never had a conversation with them. We been.
You think Montana wants that rematch? Or he trying to just leave it in the past?
Nah, we can get it. I think I don't think he'll do it now. Like I don't know. He out popular and stuff right now, so I don't think he'll do that. But we can get it for real. We can get it down the line or whatever. If he gonna probably say something like you need to get a belt, blah blah blah. If he get one, but we could do that. Like before we fought, that was we cool. Like we grew up together, so we homies. Like it ain't no beef or nothing. Like we talk all the time, but when it comes to that, if we need to get it, we can get it.
For sure.
Is there a guy? Because I know, and I didn't know for sure, but I know you friends with a lot of the guys out there in Ohio, and I figured he might be one of them. Is there a guy that it don't matter the situation, you like, I'd never get in the ring with him, in the sense of like somebody you too close with, somebody, you know what I'm saying? Is there somebody you wouldn't get in the ring with?
I mean, it's a couple. Shakur, obviously. Albert Bell, that's my boy.
Yeah, they at 30 though.
Yeah,
I know.
But eventually, I think Shakur coming up.
Yeah,
you like that's.
I mean, work is work. So
So the right opposite. So those probably like the only two though. Like
That's all like I could think off the top of my head.
I got you. Okay.
It's probably like some more, but right now I just woke up.
So, so if you're not able to get that Barboza fight, I mean, what other names at 40 do you like that you could be like, okay? I mean, because there's no wrong side of the street. Like
yeah, I mean, for real, I want the Barboza. I'm saying that the most because it's been offered to me and it's realistic. It's possible.
Okay. So he has to sign.
Yeah, because his people want it. His promoter they called me twice about it, so that's why I'm saying his name. But honestly, anybody that's like top 20, top 15, I won't smoke. Like I don't really care. Like I'm trying. I think I'm one of the best in the division, so I'm trying to prove it. I don't care who it is.
Outside of yourself, and I'm gonna just remove Josh Taylor because he's moving up. Who do you think the best at 140 outside of you and Josh Taylor?
I mean, as far as like being proven, it had to be Regis or Jose. It's just being honest.
What about Cepeda? They haven't offered you that fight? That's a top one.
I want to fight him.
He didn't say what, Jose. He could have been talking about Cepeda.
Nah, I was talking about Ramirez.
Yeah, he was talking about Ramirez, but have they offered you Cepeda?
We had they had some talks about it like right after I beat Elvis. But it didn't really go too far. But we was asking about it, talking about it.
I think I
actually before I beat Elvis, well, I knew I was gonna beat Elvis, so I asked Coach K. I said, after this was like we in the gym, like this was like 2 weeks before the fight, before I fought Elvis. I was like, after I beat him, I asked him, could I fight Barboza or Zepeda? Because I'm like, they gonna let Elvis skip the line basically if he keep doing what he doing. They just gonna let him skip the line. So I'm like, shit. Can I see if I can skip the line? You might as well try see if I can do it.
For sure. I got some not super chats. I got some Patreon questions here from Brandon in Houston. Says, good morning, Ken. Appreciate you coming on the show. In your opinion, what is the most effective fat burning activity you can do as a boxer to burn fat and make weight?
Running really. Just like, but see, I don't really deal with that no more. I let perfecting athletes do all of that.
Okay.
Everybody working with professional athletes. Right?
So a lot of people working with them. That's good.
Do they got like a partnership with Top Rank, or is it like a Julie? Like did Julie bring them on, or?
No, I don't know nothing about their business, but Coach K introduced him to me.
Okay. It was shout out to Coach K. I try to get Coach K on the show.
He not gonna do that.
I've been trying to do that for like 5-7 years already. I interviewed him once because he was with Shakur in a casino.
That's the only way you're gonna catch
I think it was actually the time Tevin and Tank, when they ran into each other.
National Harbor and MGM, DC.
I seen Shakur and K upstairs on the second floor, and I got them there. But K don't.
That's the only way you gonna catch Coach K in an interview is if you like interviewing somebody that's around him, and then you just like basically ambush him.
So what is the weight cut like for you? I mean, like now that you are working with perfecting athletes, what is that weight cut like? Like what type of things do you feel like it's easier for you to make the weight now?
With them, it's smooth. Yeah, it ain't no problem. Like they got it down to a science. They know exactly like do this. You're gonna go to sleep at this. You're gonna wake up at this. By this day, you'll weigh this. Well, they got all that. Like,
wow. And is it easy when they tell you go to sleep at this certain time? Because, you hear all the experts say, 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours of sleep is going to change your life. But
they tell me that.
Is it easy for you to really turn your body off and get those 8 hours?
Not like as camp progresses, it get easier to to go to sleep early. But we don't really get up super early to train though. So we started 10ish. So I'm in the bed about 12. I'll be straight.
I got Ruin of 504 New Orleans. He says, any word on your next fight, which obviously you've been answering. You've gotten a few offers and nothing. You're waiting on Barboza to accept.
Yeah, I just he said he want big names. I tweeted him the other day. He said that. I said, well, all right, if you don't get that Teofimo fight, which I don't think you're going to get, what's up?
You should have DM'd them. You know these dudes, because it's public, they gotta respond a certain way.
I mean, it was like before I fought on Christmas, right? They had offered it to me about like in January or something, right? Mm-hmm. So I was going back and forth the whole time I'm in camp. Like, if he say, yeah, I'm gonna say scratch this Christmas fight, and I don't want to get no elbow, no cut type stuff. So that whole camp, I'm going back and forth waiting on, trying to see if we're gonna do that fight. Then that didn't go through because he said he wanted the Teofimo fight. So boom. Now, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago they called about that fight again. We said yeah again, but I don't know. I ain't heard nothing yet back.
Was there a potential date?
Not for this one. The one in January was like the end of January.
We got Brandon Maurice that says, do you want that Sabril Matias smoke?
I don't care. I'm not scared of nobody.
And Top Rank hasn't offered him?
He with PBC.
Oh, he is. You're right. He was on the, you know what? He was on the Wilder Fury undercard. You're right. Well, man. So has PBC offered you anything? They just let you beat an undefeated fighter on their TV and didn't say, hey, you want to come back?
They did, but I ain't even gonna say, because it's like, it didn't make sense. It was pointless.
At welterweight?
No. Like, they wanted me to go down and weight for something.
Under 40?
Yeah. And I just said, nah.
Is the name big?
Nah.
So what the hell?
It's an undefeated guy, but it wasn't nothing worth me.
And the money wasn't worth it?
I didn't even get to that. I'm not going to no under
35.
Yeah.
Could you make it to 35 or not?
Probably. With perfected assets, I probably could, but me and K not comfortable on.
So you spoke about it with K first?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't even really, he shut it down. We had basically at the same time. We was like, nah, I ain't going down no way.
That's crazy because that division seems big, no?
But that's what he said.
More lucrative?
It's not a big name, though. It's not like.
But if you get that, if you get ranked in that division. It was
like a up and he ranked, but it was like an up and comer guy. Like
you might as well drop the name, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
It ain't gonna happen. The fight ain't happening.
It's not. He fighting on the 26th. Yeah. But
26, and it's a PBC guy, so you got to look that up. I don't even know who's fighting on the 26th. Oh, what's that Minnesota card?
Yeah, it got to be that.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's that Minnesota card. It's that Minnesota card.
I don't know.
They using the hell out that Minnesota venue.
I ain't getting to none of them talks. It was just the waiting.
No, I'm just thinking of their schedule. That's the only thing they got coming up on the 26th.
Yeah, PBC at least. Damn, you got me wondering, like, who the fuck could it be?
And undefeated.
One of your people, too.
Oh, he Dominican?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, let me look. I'm going to 35.
He said one of your people. Yo,
y'all was going to hate me if I'd have did that.
Is it... Oh, I know who it is. Rivera. No, but ain't he 40? Oh, he went down. Yeah. He was trying to fight Broner at 40. Y'all should have negotiated. He wanted, but I get it. Broner's a bigger name.
I mean, I said if he fight at 140, let's do it. But I ain't going to 137.
Yeah, nah, but because Broner's a bigger name, so he would be willing to go up. He nice. I've been in the gym with him. He nice.
That's cool, but
he like, I ain't worried about none of that.
He said, I'll fuck him up.
He said, I ain't
Michelle Rivera. That's right. Yo, wasn't he just sparring somebody? I could have sworn
I seen he sparred my boy Albert that I just talked about. He sparred Albert a couple months ago.
Okay, I knew I seen him just post something. Damn. Yeah. They ain't. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna be a big name.
Maybe
give him two more. I mean, unless they pick him off. Mm-hmm. But if he could stay undefeated for 2 more fights, come on, they've been pushing the whole Ali thing. Heavy,
yeah, I know.
Heavy, man. You know, people gonna pick up on that.
Yeah.
They've been pushing that heavy for him. You know, lucky for him, though. I got Coach Myers in Connecticut that says, who is on your top 10? Damn, that's a lot of names. Pound for pound, Liz.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a lot.
Who's your top 5?
That's a lot for me to think right now. But Canelo, obviously. But obviously. After that, it get blurry. See me... It's probably because I know inside information about Shakur and I know what he capable of. He going in my top 5 somewhere.
It's crazy. Everybody that trains with him feels that way. Jared, anybody. You can't speak to anyone that trains with him that doesn't feel like Shakur's one of the greatest, or someone that they look up to, or someone that they admire watching him work. It's like crazy. The more we interview, the more they just.
We was just talking about that. Obviously, the upcoming fight with Valdez, and I'm like, yo, like
he gonna smoke him.
Shakur is different.
Yeah, he's too wide for Shakur. I think Shakur is, so technical, down the pipe, plus southpaw, good jab, and Valdez is like he loads up. He's like, rah, he's. I don't know. That aggression is gonna work against him, maybe.
Yeah, he gonna smoke Valdez.
Would you? Because I was surprised, right? I spent a lot of time with Shakur. I was surprised seeing the face-off yesterday. I'm like, wow, he's bigger than Valdez.
Oh yeah, Shakur not a little dude.
Yeah, I'm like, but seeing him, I've spoke to both men, Shakur a lot more, and I was like, wow, like I was surprised. I'm like, wow, he bigger than Valdez.
Yeah, Shakur not a small dude for that weight class at all.
What do you think would be the key factor in that? Because to me, like I say it all the time, boxing is a sport. It's like, what have you done for me lately, right? So. When people bring up Kenny Sims, they're not gonna bring up, oh man, he had that draw with Montana Love. They're like, yo, he got Elvis cut from Top Rank. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With Shakur, doesn't matter how much time I will always say I was impressed, and that says a lot. I was impressed the way he fought Jamil. Like I didn't see that coming, and Jamil was coming off his career best win in Carl Frampton. Valdez had his career best win in Berchelt, pops hot. And then goes down, fights Cancio, and doesn't look good fighting Cancio. So what do you think, to you in your eyes, what do you think would be the difference, the deciding factor on April the 30th in that fight?
I just think technically Shakur does almost everything perfect, and Valdez doesn't. And Shakur is smart. I'm not going to say Valdez isn't smart because I don't know, but I know Shakur is like one of the smartest people in that ring, and he gonna make any adjustment he needs to. Just like Bud can make his own adjustments, Shakur can make his own adjustments. Like,
yo, what you think of that whole Jermell Charlo? First of all, did you hear? Let me just play it.
I heard it. I listened to it yesterday, actually.
Oh, good. So, cause my audience was so split down the middle. They feel like his energy is mixed. Like he's putting roadblocks between Crawford in a fight with him himself, because he's telling him like, bro, go handle, Earl first. You got Danny out there, you got Thurman. I didn't take it that way. I took it like, bro, you need to worry about them dudes because you come up here, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist. Like that's what he said. I don't know how people interpret it any other way. Like he was putting roadblocks. He don't really want the Crawford
like he was
smoke.
Ducking.
Yeah, they called him a duck. I mean, how do you interpret the audio?
I don't know. He always seem mad to me, so I don't know.
That's true.
Like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea how to interpret anything he says, honestly, because he always seemed like he mad at the world. like I don't know. Even like when it seemed like he joking, he just seemed like he pissed off. So I don't know.
Well, just
how would a fight play out with him and Charlo? Your boy Terrence versus.
That's my boy. You probably can't even ask me that.
So you still think he beats him then?
Oh, yeah.
But you think he beats him, or you're rooting because he's your boy?
Nah, I think he beat him. I seen Bud with big guys. That size don't matter for real.
Good, because I got a question, right? We got a little thing that I got to put out today, but we have this little 1-minute clip where we're basically talking about Terrence and the Jermell fight, but I'm reminding people that Terrence has been hurt by way smaller men. Like, this guy's a natural 54-pounder whose twin brother's a 60-pounder. Genetically, they're the same person. Like, Gamboa hurt Crawford. Benavidez hurt Crawford. Velasquez literally put him down. You're a fighter. You know he got put down. Like, I mean, Jermell is a puncher at this point.
Yeah. But
you got to land them punches?
Yeah, but smart.
It's all about intelligence, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Jared about that last week. Anderson. So I'm just like, a lot of people when they in there, they don't think. Like, I had got away from thinking, but now that I'm back using what I think is like one of my best tools, my mind, a lot of it should be easy. Because people don't think when you in there, like, they just think you just go in there and you gonna fight. Like, it ain't that.
So you think that Crawford is just too smart a boxer for Jamel?
Yeah, because I watched Jamel, and I don't think he really be thinking when he in there. It don't look like like.
Do you feel he lost his last fight versus Brian Castaño? Michael Coppinger actually tweeted yesterday that Castaño is #1 in that division because he was robbed. Do you feel it was a robbery? Who you felt won that fight?
I ain't gonna say it was robbery. I don't think it was a robbery because it wasn't like Castaño dominated or nothing.
And it was a draw. It ended in a draw.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but the ESPN rankings still put Castaño above Charlo.
See, I think it could have been like a.
I think they did it for views.
It was a close fight that could have went either way. It's like the Catterall Taylor fight. It wasn't no like robbery.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was there for that one, and that's how I felt. I wasn't mad at the draw, just like I wouldn't have been mad, like you said, the Taylor Catterall. I wouldn't have been mad if it was a draw either.
Let me slide this one in from James Benitez in Alabama. Gary Antoine Russell.
I don't care.
What do you think of his win against Postal? Very impressive in my opinion. Also, how would you think a future fight against Gary Antoine Russell turn out? I think that he'll be very difficult style to handle. Also, since we're talking Russells, what do you think of Gary Russell Jr. would do to Chris Colbert?
So first off, the Gary Antoine Russell, his performance
on Victor Postal.
Yeah, he
loaded that one.
I was at that fight. It was a good performance.
They ain't offering him to you?
Nah.
Cause he probably don't want you though. He's after that fight he's like, I want bigger names now. Like he wants to keep stepping up.
Yeah, I can understand that. Just like Barboza, I understand. Like I ain't like he said he want bigger names. I understand the position he in. But I'm saying I want that fight because his people keep calling me. So obviously your people want the fight. So.
Yeah. But he gotta accept though. That's the thing, man. Fights happen if both fighters want them.
Yeah. Yeah, but Gary, he did his thing. He got.
You don't think he was a little reckless? I feel like no one's using the word reckless. I feel like he wanted to implement his game plan so bad, but he almost ain't.
I feel like that's how he fight.
Okay, I didn't watch him as an amateur, so I wouldn't.
He
know.
aggressive.
Yeah, he was aggressive.
He's very aggressive, and it works for him.
But I feel like
he got hit. He got hit. But he got to clean that up. But I think he'll clean it up. But that's just him. He's just aggressive.
What about Boots? You ever got some work with Boots?
Nah, Boots my boy though.
Okay.
Yo,
I talk to Boots all the time.
Does he beat Crawford?
I ain't even gonna get into that.
Have you and Crawford talked about the way Boots talks about him?
Nah.
I
ain't seen.
So he don't even bring it up.
I ain't seen him in a minute. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Okay.
So I want to add two things, just because we was talking about it earlier. It came up in the chat. So the first thing is Shakur made a comment saying that if Canelo was his weight, that he would beat him. But everybody making it seem like...
Yeah, they took it wrong. People, that's what they do. They change your word.
I'll smoke his ass right now.
Nah, shit. Like I said, I know Shakur. If he was 168, that'd be a hell of a fight.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's talking about at the weight. People want to make it seem like he's saying, oh, I'll beat Canelo right now. Him that way, me this way. That's not what he said.
And just because, Canelo was brought up, you named them in your, top 5. Who do you think gives Canelo the biggest challenge? I know he got the fight with Bivol coming up, but who do you believe gives him the biggest challenge? From 200 down, because
he said 200.
Rivas. I want Rivas.
He want him to go up to Bridgerweight.
I think he could beat Rivas.
That new division.
You ain't see Rivas' last fight with Ryan Rozecki.
I didn't see the last one. I seen him.
If
fight
you watch
before,
that fight with Ryan Rozecki, I think he's like from.
I know who you're talking about.
Nova Scotia or something. Bruh, that dude moved up from 75 and put it on Rivas. To me, in my opinion, so I know a guy skilled as Canelo.
Okay, so that's something you want. He
didn't say that. He said, obviously his team said Makabu, cruiserweight.
No, I'm saying the question he asked about who you think the most challenging for him, like.
Oh, I don't think that's challenging. I think for the casual fans, like the world, they'd be like, oh my God, Canelo's going to heavyweight because it's
Yeah,
kind of heavyweight.
I mean, I say probably Beterbiev.
I think he stops him.
You think Canelo stopped Beterbiev?
He got dropped by James Page. He got dropped by Callum Johnson. Them dudes not even.
That was
half.
in Chicago.
They're not. Yo.
I'm just, as far as like a challenge for him, though, I think.
Yeah, no, that's the challenge because of the power.
People say it's just power, but I look, it's more than
What
just
about
power.
For out to Beterbiev, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Nah,
you seen that Brown fight?
I did. It's more.
And that's the
Marcus
thing.
can box though.
I don't know, man.
Marcus can box.
For me, Thurman, Russell, Crawford, Floyd, like those are boxers.
Thurman?
Yeah. Come on, you a boxer. His feet?
I mean, yeah.
His feet, one of the best feet in the game. He ain't never been down. I mean, obviously Pacquiao put him down, but I'm saying, like, he be getting hurt and don't go down. I'm impressed by that. People take knees.
He tough.
Total take knees. He a legend.
He tough.
Taking a knee.
Thurman tough.
You gotta respect that.
I respect that.
And then it's defensive
I respect everybody
too.
that's in there, but
it's defensive because he's tough. You hit him to the body. Now you can't even hit him again. You supposed to be able to knock him out. He hurt. He visibly hurt. You supposed to be able to knock him out, but you can't because his legs.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. And
he got good legs.
And to Collazo.
He got good legs.
But that's what I think of boxing. I don't know. I think Usyk when you think of boxers.
So you don't think Marcus Brown could box?
He wide and sloppy, man.
But
he be like, ugh.
He can box,
another
though.
Valdez, all might, all his might in his punches, man. Like he's like, ugh. Yo, did you see that fight? And then the Badu Jack fight, the head punch.
So Marcus athletic. Is that better for you? He's athletic, like he boxes like an athlete.
I watched him get dropped by in Brooklyn.
Pascal?
Nah.
I was about to say, you know what I was about to say.
My man from Florida, St. Petersburg. His name's hard to pronounce. They call him Hot Rod. He signed on Lulu
I know it is, yeah.
He won that fight in Brooklyn. I was there.
You got it.
You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, I'm sorry. He fought a lot of hard. Like, I respect him more after that Beterbiev fight.
Yeah.
But he didn't look on that level versus, like, it felt like he was struggling. Like, he was just trying everything and it wasn't working.
Beterbiev is like that.
Nah, he hit hard. Yeah, I know. I can't discredit that.
I ain't gonna lie. Canelo step in with Beterbiev.
That's a tough fight.
He's smoking on Beterbiev pack.
That's what I believe. I think body shots all day.
All day. Before we go, because you the first guest
in the new studio.
We
were in Studio B. They were building A for us, so now we're
still not done. But
we're not all the way done.
But I'm sure you've had to have somebody like on Zoom or Skype. Mm-hmm. But you the first guest in studio to come in with a do-rag. So could we get a wave check?
I ain't got no wave check. That's why I put it on. I couldn't get a haircut.
It's not spinning.
I was trying to get a cut yesterday. I couldn't get one.
Oh man,
this ain't coming off.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, man, if you want, please give out your social media. Let me refresh these questions, make sure nobody slid in with anything late. And also let me check any super chats in case they might have asked you something here.
We got Bama. Well, you want to do it in order because Bama Bo just.
Yeah, I just want to do questions for him in order though.
Okay.
Because I know, we ain't forget your big $50 super chat. I just want to give you true love.
I got a super chat for Kenny.
Okay.
Bama Bo says, Kenneth
Sims versus Keith Thurman.
Oh shit! I don't care. What's up?
You just said you ain't want welterweight, but
I said I want to go down to 137.
No. You fought
I'm not a welterweight,
but you fought at welterweight for
exactly.
PBC. So then I said, wait, so you gonna stay at welterweight? You was like, nah. But now Thurman didn't get mentioned. You think Thurman fooled?
But that's the same thing.
I think most people fooled.
That's the same thing. Look, he said
Thurman though.
I don't care,
bro. He only lost to Pacquiao. Why people treat Thurman like this?
I'm not treating Thurman like that. I'm treating me like this.
I hear you're supposed to bet on yourself.
Yo, I told him the other day because we was arguing about Jared Anderson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Jared told me about a heavyweight that offered him some.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He got mad. I seen
me
him post
and Jared
it.
in the house together.
Yeah, so
he was gonna come with me too. He ain't wake up though.
Oh damn!
I'm gonna text him today.
We got another show tonight at 4 p.m. Y'all should come back.
I'm gonna text Jared. But I told him because he was like, "Yo, it's invaluable," and I'm like, "Yo." The reason that even came up was because people were saying that Devin Haney's overpaid. And I was like, you cannot tell the next man what they worth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just like you can't tell Devin he ain't worth the millions he getting, you can't tell Jared that said heavyweight offered him too little money to spar. Like everybody.
I just think
And I've done that before, like in the past.
You turned down sparring?
Yeah.
With big names though? Because that was a big name. It wasn't a popular name.
I mean, yeah, he told me to name it.
It wasn't but that was a great name to get worked with. Like people be talking about this dude like he's that dude.
Yeah, but
I seen him fight.
Yeah, me too. I seen his last fight. I wasn't
that's
impressed.
what I saw. He's alright, but
That's another reason to go get that work and see where you at.
I mean, we know where he. I mean, he know where he at. I know where he at. So it ain't really like. He's sparred with the champ all the time. Like,
yeah, but that's one look. That's Fury. Like that's you. It's good to get other looks. You see that one look gave him mad confidence though, and his name bubbled after that.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
His confidence always been there.
Yeah, it been like that.
That's good though. But his name bubbled after that. Like
yeah.
Sparring with Fury and Fury putting it out there, Bob putting it out there.
Especially because and I saw some of that sparring. That was that. You know, Fury coming out, yeah, Jared without a doubt gonna be heavyweight champ of the world. There was rumors that he had dropped Fury in camp, you know, in sparring. So definitely took him to another level, but yeah, we're going to get Jared on the show.
Yeah, definitely. Let's wrap up. Kenneth, let me get your social media so we can take this picture with you real quick before our next interview with Jeff Mayweather.
Okay, social media, everything the same. Kenneth Sims Jr., Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything.
Bet. We're going to take a quick intermission and take this picture and come right back to you guys with Jeff Mayweather.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.